5, 4, 3.
Teams are ready to go, and it's game time. I'm ConX5. This is 2K4 CTF. We are playing Map 2 of PUG, whatever it is tonight. This is going to be Vault City. And we just saw a really close game on Xios. We're able to pull that one out with a quick cap early on, and then winning a really prolonged flag standoff. Blue had red flag moving a lot, but couldn't quite get the seals and conversions to turn it into caps. So they lost a 2-1 game, very close, very low score for Xios standards. Let's see who goes ahead and gets this first aim. It's going to be Fusion. Let me go see what he decides to do with this. I expect to see him running the flag a lot. I can't get a camera on him. There he goes. He must have gone down. So we'll just follow the flag here. See Knell running, going down, 15 health. Not going to go anywhere with this. Failsauce is going to be very aggressive in grabbing these flags. He's going to keep blue defenders pinned into their base. They're not going to be able to push up very far. However, he's going to need to get some cover because it's very difficult to go solo and get the flag out to mid on this map. However, with a couple offensive players, it's not so hard to get out to mid. A lot of the flag runs are going to end trying to get back into their own bases. Knell, meanwhile, is back into his base. He's getting cut off in the little corridors here, though, but he's going to get into his own flag room. Blue's in a good position here, but they get stuck from behind or get caught from behind and not able to push it any further. Very similar to what we saw in Xios right there. They were 1 or 2 kills away from many caps on that map. 100 armor should have been up. Not sure who took it. Oh, it looks like it's Failsauce. Let's go ahead and get a camera on him and watch him go in here and grab him. Not sure. No blue D ready for him, so he's pissing into mid. Doesn't really have to be too careful here because he knows he has a ton of extra health. He's going to get all the way back to his base now. If his team can get this return, they'll be able to take the lead quickly. Blue team is all over their base, though. So Blue's going to be able to get another grab. He's going to go down on the stick. Knell's going to get out with this flag now. Blue able to get that return right in their base. And now Knell should be pistoning right now. He knows he's got the advantage. He's way ahead of most of the red team. However, there is someone ahead to get that grab, so he's going to just waltz back into his base, wait for his team to get this return. And now red team coming in all over him. However, they're able to get some of these kills. It should be a good setup for a standoff for blue. Patient now in his base, fully stacked. Didn't take any damage going through mid. So I would say advantage red here because they already have 100 extra armor on their flag carrier that blue team's not going to be able to get here. However, he's losing some of that already from this flat cannon coming in. And blue coming in one at a time, not going to be very effective. It's very easy to cover the flag carrier in this base. What you really have to do is what we're seeing blue try to do, which is jump up, get up close and personal, try to drop some rockets or flak on them, and get a quick kill in return. It's pretty easy to prolong standoffs by constantly picking up the flag. And you see now Facial smartly going for that 50 armor, going to keep himself as stacked as possible. Knell feeling a little lonely up here, hoping that 50 armor spawns. It doesn't. He's only at 105 health, has no cover directly on top of him. If Neo's able to sneak around the corner, this could be trouble for blue. There he goes. See his cover finally back in position, although he's a little stuck between these two crates. He might want to go downhill now, get around the corner, maybe pick up some of these vials. You're pretty much going to be spinning your flag standoffs either in your actual flag room here or across the way over in your shock rifle room. The advantage of the shock room is you have the vials up there and a little bit more health. Up here, though, you do have your 50 armor, although it's a little bit exposed and you have to open yourself up to a little bit more fire in order to grab it. Another advantage of playing it in this room is that you're closer to your flag stand, so if your flag gets returned, you're one dodge away from capping. Whereas on the other side, you have a little bit more of a run. EB trying to get up close, doesn't seem to have any splash damage weapons though, so blue doing a good job of keeping the red team off. Red doing the same on their side. However, both flag carriers are getting kind of low on health here, so we could see 1 or 2 more kills. Whoever get the next double kill, able to return these flags. Red now wisely passes that flag. Blue team taking some shots on their flag carrier. Both teams though, you'll notice this cover's doing a good job of focusing down the enemy defenders that are coming in. They're not each splitting up and firing at one at a time. They're both shooting at one and then both shooting at another. And just like any other genre of game, and a shooter is just as effective. I'm not sure what the timing on AMP is. We could see that. Oh, AMP is up, and nobody seems to know. You see Fro grabbing that. That could be huge here. So he can run in with a lightning gun and one-shot anybody. You see, red sees him now and immediately drops back to try to take him out before he does any damage. Now we see Bob running around. He's going to grab some more armor. Call it a 50 armor before it's actually the 25, but the 25 does stack. So that's going to allow these flag carriers to get a little bit more stacked in the armor department. Some shots coming up with Neo. Neo must have had 100 armor there. So at least we know that's been taken. See another prolonged standoff coming out from both of these teams. Cover doing a good job of keeping their flag carriers clean. They haven't really been taking a lot of heat. In fact, we've seen a lot of these drops have actually been passes, intentionally giving the flag to a teammate so that you can suicide and get back to 100 health. Fusion now getting a little antsy, going to push out to mid. He's got blue on both sides of him now. He's going to need to be careful here. He's trying to take a risk and maybe push things along, but it's going to get the flag returned. Knell now all over his flag. Red able to get this flag moving though, and blue collapsed back to base, but they let Failsauce get out and get away from him. They have no idea where he's at right now. He's actually in blue base right now. He's going to ease his way across mid. Xios just got amped though, one-shots him, and both flags returned after all that. Probably about a 4-minute standoff, nobody able to cap. Wonder if Xios still has amp. Yep, looks like he does. He's going to be taking that on defense though. Amp's headshot comes in. That will laugh at the shield gun. But we'll go ahead and keep this on Xios, get a little bit of defensive action here as he's going to be in his base. One advantage that the defenders have on this map is that they can be a bit unpredictable. You can sort of play anywhere around the base at any given time. There's not necessarily an optimal location. So when the attackers are coming in, they don't necessarily know which angle they need to be watching for you from. So using that, you can patrol around. You can be a little unpredictable. However, you see Xios going down there. His flag's gonna be moving. Failsauce getting out to mid, taking a lot of damage though. He's going to piston, try to get in front. Really good piston jump right there. He's going to get back into his own base. Only 4 health though, so any stray shots are going to take him out. They're going to try to time this return. Here it comes, and there he's able to take the lead for red with 4 health left. So that's some good awareness by Failsauce, knowing that he had the blue defense behind him, and knowing that if he stuck around, they were just going to be able to out damage, or to do a ton of damage on him, just take him out before he had a chance to do anything. Goes ahead and tries to piston in front of him, takes that health hit, but he was able to break line of sight, and so these blue defenders really had nothing they could do because they just couldn't get a shot off on him. See, Fro doing the kamikaze cover technique there. Knell's real low, no cover around him, expect him to go down, there's the return. Don't know what the timing on amp is. 100 was just taken. So we'll watch Failsauce already getting that flag moving again. Not going to go anywhere, but able to get it up to Fusion, who's got a little bit of cover, but a good cut off by blue. Double kill by Fro with rockets coming out. It's one thing that flag carriers like on this map is that you can actually run the flag using prediction rockets and even some flak primary. Kind of an old school map in that regard. Get yourself a little bit of cover. You see both flag carriers killing each other right on the flags there, and they both get returned. 100 armor is going to be up soon. Looks like red might have won this fight. No, Bob's right on it too. Blue's all over it now, so both teams fighting over it. Looks like Failsauce was able to steal it away. Not sure what amp timing is. Not gonna. Oh, amp just spawned. There we go. Nobody seems to have timing of the amp. I know we saw a couple different players that have picked it up so far. Now Fusion's got it. Excuse me, Facial's got it. He's generally pretty consistent with his timing ability, but he's going to be running with this one now. Playing a little bit of insta-gib, trying to just Rambo his way across the map. Gets 1 kill. They're going to go down to rockets. Some nice prediction rockets by Xios. Using those rockets like they're meant to be used, which is to say, popping around the corner, doing that damage without leaving yourself exposed to the enemy's amp lightning gun right there. Failsauce down to 2 health. Expect him to go down here. There it is. Knell gets telefragged by PB. Flag's still moving a lot though. Fusion able to get out a couple steps. Not going to go anywhere though, so Bob's going to go ahead and grab red flag. Go out high. They don't seem to know where he is. Well, now they know. As he turns that corner, he's got 3 red firing all on him. No cover on him though. Fro's going to go ahead and get a grab again and move that red flag before the defenders get time to move in, but Not going to go anywhere. Kind of surprised with Failsauce running and doing a whole bunch of pistons, just basically trying to outrun the defense. Kind of surprised we're not seeing more link gun coming in by the blue team to try to lock him down and keep him from being able to do that. Blue, however, in a good position to get back into their base. They've only got a couple red there. He's going to go down, but they're going to get this pickup. If they can take out Fusion, he's only got 54 health. This should be a cap, but there's nobody on him. Looks like the entire blue team fell back to secure their flag. It's a reasonable idea given that they're only down one and they really needed to secure their way back into base and have plenty of time left. However, you'd hate to give the flag carrier a free run across mid, and it's basically what they did. I mean, Fusion was under no pressure whatsoever. He's still under no pressure. Flag gets returned. He's going to get back into his base having taken virtually no damage this entire flag run. Flag gets returned, and there you go. One of the easiest caps you're ever going to see on this map. As blue team, I think, just got caught a little bit out of position. Looks like they were emphasizing cover a little too much and weren't able to put any pressure on the other team's flag runner. So Knell's going to go ahead and grab. The 2-cap lead now, and the way defenses have been playing, cutting off in this pug. You wouldn't call this a comfortable lead on such a small map, but blue definitely needs to turn things around quickly. As they're back in their base again, and they're set up for a flag standoff. They've done a pretty good job of defending their flag carrier during standoffs. However, Red's been doing just as good of a job, and in fact, slightly better job. I think the last one we saw lasted 3 or 4 minutes, and if we see that, that's just burning time off the clock for the red team. Blue needs to get this cap. They need to get this cap badly, but they need to get it relatively quickly, too. They don't want to wait 5 more minutes before they get this cap, because then they're not going to have much time left to try to tie the game up. So what you may see is eventually, once they get one of these waves of attackers down for the red team, they may send one of their cover guys out real quick to go try to return that flag. See Fusion coming in, trying to get that instant return. Looks like red team is actually sending in an extra return person right now. It's Fusion coming in there, and it's going to get the job done. However, by doing that and leaving their flag carrier more exposed, their flag goes back too. Kind of surprised to see red stretching out like that, given that they have a 2-cap lead. They don't necessarily need to be overly aggressive, but in the end, it really didn't hurt them that much. They're up by 2. They don't have to cap. They just need to keep their flag at home. Let's go ahead and check on these power-ups and see what's going on there. Not a whole lot. I know Facial had timing on the amp. Oh, there's the 100 armor. Goes to Knell. We've seen him running the flag a little bit. Let's go see if he decides to run in and make a grab. He's already been damaged. I think the 25 armor might have spawned right behind him, but he didn't hear it. Yep, it's up. He's focusing on trying to clear out this defender. Neo's only got 10 health, so he should be able to make a run. He get one more shot on Poisonbagels. Fusion backing up, though. They've already got this flag moving high. However, they all jumped away from it, and Red's going to be there for the cutoff and the return. Let's try to give a defender some face time here. You see Neo and Poisonbagels playing D for the red team right now, pitching a shutout on this map. In fact, red team has only given up 1 cap this whole pug so far, and given that we're playing Vault City and Fractious, 2 maps that are often high scoring, although not necessarily always, pretty impressive. However, blue does have 3 in their flag room now. They take one down. You see the D doing exactly what I was mentioning earlier. They're getting 1 or 2 kills, dying, and then coming back and able to finish off the job. Blue now just not making any headway in getting this red flag moving. So they've had a pretty good time so far this pug. Here they finally get it out. Red's waiting for him in mid, however. Gonna take a nifty bit of flag running here to get across. Or some good cover kills. Either way, Knell's in the front of his base. Needs a couple more kills to get in his own base. There he goes. He's gonna drop. He should be picked up. There you go. Bob with the pickup. Only 13 health though, so he's gonna probably go down quickly. As Red has a couple people in his flag room, doing the smart thing, hanging out in his shock, letting his cover absorb all that damage. However, they're gonna go down. Fro's gonna run away, try to get some cover kills. Neo and PB are just waiting for him in their base. Nice shot coming in. You see Amp coming in. Facial going down to that, so red committed another person to return again. And so blue right now has a good opportunity to get this return because they've only got one cover. Both people, the cover and the flag carrier, are down to 30 health and 14 health. One goes down. The other one's really weak. You gotta presume he could kill him with a shock rifle, or excuse me, with an assault rifle. There he goes. There's the return. So red this time, able to get the amp to Facial and figured they'd push another person on return. I understand the logic, but given that you're down, or excuse me, that you're up only 2 with 4.5 minutes left, I think I would have played a little bit more defensively there. Although it's easy to say that in hindsight, but anyway, they decided to take the risk. It paid off last time. They tried to do it again this time. Did not pay off this time, as leaving their flag carrier with one cover, Xios was able to get in there and just take them both out and get that return. So we're going to watch a little bit of Met here. He's going to be in the flag D. Looking a little bit bored as red team now. I don't know if they're compressing back or if they're waiting on power-ups. Nobody waiting on power-ups. Red team now might just be getting a little bit extra careful now, knowing that with only 4 minutes left, one cap lead is not particularly comfortable, especially on a map where you get the flag moving as much as this one. Failsauce, however, doing his best to make that 2 caps. So he's getting all the way back to his base, completely by himself. Going to run all the way back into his shock. He's only got 1 health. Anything will kill him. And an errant shock ball, able to get the job done. The Fusion gets the pickup. And if this red flag gets returned, he's in good position to cap here. There you go, 3-1. As you see, blue just completely lost track of the flag carrier there. Failsauce able to grab the flag and just piston his way all the way across mid. Didn't hardly take any damage until he got back into his own base. So red with a quick answer cap there to go back up 2. Blue in a tough position here with 3 minutes left. They've been getting the flag moving. I would say they have to push one of their defenders up to mid at this point. They haven't had trouble getting the flag out of red base. It's really been getting it across that midpoint, same as we saw in Fraxuous. So I think they may do a 2-man in mid. Oh, I'm sorry. Steam decided to start downloading something for me. Just been told that yes, my cast was a little choppy. That's probably why. Went ahead and canceled that out. So that's cool. Well, on the plus side, the final video is client side. So if people go back and watch the video and the highlights, it will be fine. So meanwhile, we're looking at Fusion grabbing the flag. He's going to keep it moving. 2.5 minutes left. Shouldn't be too much of a danger here as Knell's got this flag moving, but he's going to go down quickly. Red team can kind of compress back. And Bob's going to grab by himself. 3 people shooting at him, though. 1 runs away. So Red's still playing a fully aggressive offense here. But they're going to have easy cutoffs here in mid because Bob's running basically by himself right now. There he goes. His cover finally catches up to him. They're going to try to kill their way across mid. They're going to get pretty far. Fusion's going to drop in on him, miss him. So Blue now able to get this flag in base. They can get a couple more kills here. Failsauce dropping the flag. He's only got 1 person to beat, and Fusion able to get the cutoff and solo return with the blue team completely surrounding him with a 1.5 minutes left. That's pretty much going to do it. We'll go ahead and start taking a look at the statistics here. So unless blue can pull some kind of miracle here, looks like we're going to see them going down twice into 2 close maps in this PUG. Go ahead and watch, who haven't we watched yet? Watch us some Neo. See a nice prediction combo coming in. And 50 seconds left, everyone's kind of just deathmatching at this point. Seeing who can get the biggest multi-kills. I think we heard an amp taken, I'm not sure who grabbed that. Looks like they may have gone down already. You see both teams more or less diving into each other, just trying to make as many people explode as possible towards the end of this game. 30 seconds, 2-cap game. Anything that comes across now is pretty much just going to be for statistical purposes.
20 seconds.
10 seconds left, and that'll just about do it. So a good PUG so far.
5, 4.
Two close games. Pretty much the same story on both maps. Blue able to get the red flag moving, but could never quite get the hang of getting it back into their own base clean on both maps. And that was really the difference there, because they were certainly doing a good job both offensively and defensively, just couldn't make those conversions.